Our children are unique in so many ways, including how their bones grow. More and more doctors are noticing children who are going to get x-rays and scans at adult facilities are being misdiagnosed, and that can really impact your child's future growth tremendously and how that bone grows. Here to elaborate on this health alert is pediatric radiologist Robert DeFlorio with Wolfson Children's Hospital. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. It's interesting because I think that if you have a child who falls and they're in a lot of pain, there is a tendency you just want to get to the closest hospital. Is that not necessarily a great idea? Should you specifically go somewhere where they specialize really in pediatric radiology?
I would strongly recommend, even if it's a further distance, to go to a facility that specializes or has specialists that are familiar with pediatric imaging.
What's the big difference here in terms of going to maybe a clinic that's right up the street as opposed to maybe making the drive down to Wolfson or any of its satellite offices?
So pediatric radiologists receive specialized training in diseases, both congenital diseases that children are born with, and then also diseases particular to infants and children, and then diseases that occur in children but can impair them as adults. And we receive training how to use CT scans, MRIs, ultrasounds, and x-rays to be able to best manage those patients. And
it's interesting because what I think you're saying also that helps is that by going to a pediatric radiologist, you could maybe see something that the parents were not aware of involving the growth of the bone. But then there's also the point of, hey, is this at a growth plate where the treatment needs to be different than maybe what a doctor who doesn't specialize in pediatrics would necessarily recognize?
That's exactly true. Growth plates are cartilage, and that's where bones grow, and it helps determine their length as well as their shape. And kids start healing very quickly within as early as 5 days. And if you miss one of those fractures and don't get proper diagnosis and treatment, then the length and shape of that bone can be affected and affect their future.
Forever. I mean, is the reality. Now, we have a couple of pictures that are up, and I wanted to kind of explain them if I can. This is, obviously, and we have some other ones as well, because when you spoke about the growth plate in the knee, and is the knee one of those situations or any other part of the body that frequently a child can fall that is oftentimes the one that is most misdiagnosed?
We have growth plates throughout our bodies when we're children. Hands, wrists, knees, elbows, everywhere. As a matter of fact, in the elbow forms from at least 7 different bones before it forms what we know as an adult elbow. You can injure any one of those 7 bones as a child, and it can affect your growth.
And then also, when it comes to the break, it's interesting because I've seen children, in fact, a little girl from my daughter's school, she broke her elbow, but she doesn't have to wear any kind of cast. I think we just tend to assume that we don't want our kids in this big cast, and you wonder, well, let me wait a couple of days and maybe it's not broken. Right.
There's always a hope that your child is not hurt. But the best way to make sure that they're not is to go to get appropriate diagnosis and treatment and make sure that you're not affecting their future by delaying diagnosis of an injury.
I think that part of it also is that parents tend to think, oh, I've got to go all the way downtown to Wolfson. I have to wait in the waiting room. Every time I've gone there, I've never had much of a wait. I just want to say that. But you've got some satellite offices now that are a little closer perhaps to neighborhoods that still offer the same pediatric radiologies that are on staff?
Yes, the pediatric radiologists are employed by Nemours and Wolfson. We read the examinations for all of the satellite facilities.
Oh, fantastic. So if they're not there at the actual satellite, it's sent to you, and so you're able to then read it.
That's correct.
And then can we assume also that there is less radiation? I know I always worry about that when my kids get x-rays, even like when they go to the dentist. I always, decline them usually very often because I worry about that.
So there are risks of radiation. But as pediatric specialists, we can minimize the dose of radiation that's used in these patients or offer alternative tests if we think that an MRI or an ultrasound would actually better serve that patient.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much for being here. Do appreciate it. It's great information, particularly during the summer months because, the kids are out there, they're climbing, they're doing things outside because they're not in school all the time and they end up getting injured. If you missed any of this information, or maybe you'd like to share it with another mom or a father, we're going to post this video on news4jax.com later this morning under the morning show page.